Hi guys, Jeremy here. We're going to do something a little different tonight. Tonight we are going to put something together, a recipe that's a homemade recipe that my girls, my three daughters and I put together, and they like to call it pasta thingy. You heard it right, pasta thingy. Why? We didn't know what else to call it. So, years ago, we had sauce, red sauce every Sunday. And all they kept saying was, Dad, enough with the Sunday sauce. Let's do something that's a little quicker because we're tired of waiting. So we put together this kind of cool little idea, and that's going to be a little bit spicy, that's going to be a little bit sweet, and we're going to use chicken with it, we're going to use some sweet peppers, and a whole bunch of different spices, olive oil, crappy white wine, and we'll get started. The water's boiling. In a couple minutes we're going to use bucatini pasta, and once I put the bucatini pasta in, we are going to kind of start the clock. Now, why are we starting the clock? Because we want to get this done quick tonight, okay? I'm about 4 shows left of Ozark, and I've got to watch the rest of it tonight before I go to bed. So that's 4 hours, and right now it's about 7 o'clock. That means 11 o'clock, I got to get going. So tonight we're doing pasta thingy. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so it is day 4,270 of the quarantine. I think we got this whole cooking thing down now, so let's give this a shot. So what we're going to do is start with the chicken. Get the chicken going real nice and hot. Just doing a little bit of diced chicken. We're not using a lot of chicken. And then we're going to add a little bit of crappy white wine. Why? Because we don't need a good white wine. So we call it crappy white wine. That's going to give a little bit of a glaze. And it's going to heat up pretty quickly. And then we're putting our red peppers in. I'm sorry, our sweet peppers in. We have red and yellow. Turn this bad boy up a little bit. Get this seared real nice and hot. Bucatini's going in. Again, as I said before, I like bucatini because it has holes in it. Probably can't see there, but it has real nice holes in the middle of it, and it holds the sauce real nice. So I'm going to put the bucatini in. I'm going to break it in half. Put that right in there. Okay, I'm not using any salt. I very rarely use salt. I'm going to put a splash of Calavita extra virgin first cold pressed olive oil in there. Okay. Got our chicken going pretty well. We've got some black pepper, a little Italian seasoning. I'm going to keep this out because we're going to use it more later. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of crushed red homemade or homegrown pepper. We want this recipe to have a little bit of heat. Get this going. Again, not much here. This is dinner for one. And this time I'm actually doing dinner for one, rather than dinner for one who could feed 20. So, next thing we've got going is a little bit of a stir. And we are going to add a little bit of homemade hot sauce that my daughters and I made. It's going to give it a little bit of heat. It's starting to cook up nicely now. It's a little better. Again, we want a little bit more white wine in there, crappy white wine, because it's going to give it a little bit of a glaze. Heat up very quickly. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more. We do want this to cook quickly. I like with the chicken, diced chicken, I like, and this is my way that I like to do it, I like to get the outside really hot, and I do want it to cook very quickly. And I feel that if I leave a little bit of water on the outside, I don't pat it down, that what ends up happening is it almost creates a water seal around it, and it just gets the inside real nice and juicy. So that's why we're doing it that way. See, you got a nice little glaze on there. We've got about 6 minutes left on the pasta. So what we're going to end up doing is taking the pasta, putting that into the pan here once the pasta's done with the chicken. And then we're going to add olive oil, we're going to add hot sauce, garlic powder, more Italian seasoning, more black pepper, more crushed red pepper, as well as some Tabasco, a little bit of white wine, and just a little splash of lemon. Get that all nice and mixed up, and then we're going to use the minced garlic. And minced garlic is going to give it a real nice flavor, as well as some crunch with the pasta. So I like having pasta. I like having the pasta al dente, but I don't like it crunchy. But that's going to give it a nice little crunch. We've got about 4.5 minutes left on the pasta. And I'm going to keep you with me the whole time here. Again, we're doing this very quickly. A little splash of crappy white wine again. You can hear it sizzling. And this is a meal that is so quick, and it also will be perfect for next day meal. What ends up happening is that once you put it in the fridge, take it back out, put it in the fridge, take it back out the next day, and then just throw it in a pan with a little bit of cheese on, a little grated cheese on there, a little bit of olive oil, and throw it back in and heat it up. And just take the whole thing and just keep moving the whole thing around, and it's going to taste just like it did coming out of the pan the first day. So we are at about 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. The chicken is almost done. It's got a real nice brown glaze to it. Just want to keep moving around. Okay, now that's loud. It looks like we are getting pretty close. For this, I'm actually going to cut a piece of chicken in half because we want it just done. We do not want to overcook this chicken. So it's probably not quite done yet, but it's pretty darn close. And it is pretty darn close. Another maybe 30 seconds on the chicken. We've got about, turn this way down now, way down almost to a super low, almost off. Because now we just want it to kind of, again, finish on the outside. So it looks like our pasta has got to be maybe another 3 minutes. All right, I'm going to turn the stove off for a second, and we've got about 2.5 minutes left on the pasta. So I will pull the pasta out, strain it, and then I'll come right back and throw it all together. Okay, so we are in good shape. Pasta's done. So I took off the chicken. I cleaned the pan because there's a little bit of excess, a little bit of char on there. I don't want that to get in the pasta. That'll look a little strange. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to take off the pasta and strain it. So turn this bad boy off. And we won't burn ourselves again, I promise tonight, because it's the second time I burned myself. But here's the pasta. Do a quick little strain. Okay. We turn this on right here. This pan on. Bring back the pasta. Pasta in the pan. All right, this is where the magic happens. We have, again, Calavita, extra virgin, first cold press olive oil. All right, don't be skimpy. All right, we can hear it cooking a little bit. By the way, we want to keep it very al dente because it's going to cook a little bit right now while we're doing this. We have the chicken, peppers, that's in there. Italian seasoning, don't skimp. Ground pepper, a little extra heat, don't skimp. Garlic powder, can never have too much garlic. We've got the crushed red homegrown pepper flakes. Don't skimp. Give this a real good amount of pepper in there. And then again, we're gonna put a little extra homemade hot sauce. And Tabasco. Don't skimp on Tabasco. That's the magic. All right. So, we got that all together. Moving around. Okay, put a little bit of lemon in there. A little splash, very little splash of crappy white wine. Okay, move that around. Okay, now, minced garlic. Let me guess, don't be skimpy. Don't be skimpy on the garlic, on the minced garlic. Gives a little bit of a crunch. Turn this up a little bit more. Get this heated up. And that smells unbelievable, actually. Again, as I do say so myself. And I will because I'm the only one here. And we are going to plate it. I'll be right back. Okay, we're ready to plate. Got ourselves a nice little mixture here. Nice color. Now this is not going to be your usual plating where you got all sorts of sauces on the side, all up and down the plate. It's meant to just be, again, it's called Chicken Thingy by my girls. And it tastes way better than it sounds. Because who wants anything called thingy? But here we go. A little more chicken. One more piece of chicken. A little bit of pepper. And I thought I said food for one, but apparently I'm back to food for 20. So, last thing. Got ourselves a little bit of Romano cheese. Over the top, a little Romano. And there we go. So I appreciate your time. Hopefully that was quick enough for you. Again, this is a very quick family recipe, and tonight was just all a matter of getting this thing banged out so I can go sit over there and watch Ozark. So, salute, and love you guys. Stay healthy.